All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we have another case of I told you so. Did several videos this week telling you guys that this was going to take place, and that was Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia's fight talks are over with. And this was revealed by Ryan Garcia in a series of tweets. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about something that was so obvious that anybody that was really paying attention and thinking about the scenario would have known was going to happen. Once again, a fight involving Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fails to transpire, and this comes from Ryan Garcia, who stated in a tweet that he had notified Oscar De La Hoya that he was no longer interested in fighting Devin Haney and that he has chosen to fight Romero, and that is the path that he is going to take going forward. Thereafter, he explains in another tweet exactly why he does it. But before we get into that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really makes a big difference, especially y'all in them super thanks. Thank you. All right, so let's get this straight. Ryan Garcia said on Twitter, started a conversation about who he should fight next. Should it be Devin Haney or Romero? And Devin Haney then says that he wants to fight Ryan. Ryan says, okay, well, then I want to fight Devin. Romero comes out and says, after a little bit of time, says, hey, I want to fight you, even though before he acted like he didn't want to fight. Now we move forward, and Ryan Garcia says, no, I'm not going to fight Devin Haney. I'm going to fight Romero. None of this should be surprising to anybody for several reasons. And I said this on my channel at least 2 times this week, that fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia was not going to take place. And it wasn't going to take place for several reasons. But one of the things that was said by Ryan Garcia was, after what happens with Rolly, the Devin fight will be there and be even bigger. Everyone critiquing now will end up seeing it was a better move. Plus, he can go fight Richardson Hitchens. Go do your 300,000 pay-per-views. I don't need you, Devin. You need me. Now, let's look at what he says and see if this does not jive with what the logic has always been, at least over here. Number one, for Ryan Garcia, it makes more sense that he would fight Romero than him fighting Devin Haney. And why is that? Because if he fights Romero, he is going to be an odds-on favorite for a pay-per-view that is going to do every bit as well as the pay-per-view that he would have going in as an underdog against Devin Haney. Also, you cannot duck somebody. And I know people are going to say that Devin Haney is getting ducked. Here's the problem. You have a very weak argument for that because, number one, Ryan Garcia was considering Rolly before he was considering Devin. And number two, they're both champions. Devin Haney is the WBC world champion, and Romero is the WBA champion. In recess is how they have it listed on the WBA website. But when he fights, he'll be the WBA world champion. You cannot duck one champion by fighting another champion. Doesn't work like that. You cannot duck a champion for fight. You cannot duck a mandatory by fighting a champion. These are established rules in boxing that if you're being fair, you understand the truth is. However, Ryan Garcia also being advised by Floyd Mayweather Jr. should also have let people know that this was going to happen. If you remember, not just a couple days ago, Ryan Garcia is with Floyd Mayweather Jr. and people are guessing, well, is Ryan Garcia being trained by Floyd? No. Ryan Garcia says he's being advised by Floyd and that Floyd is a good guy, that he's still with Derrick James as a trainer. So what do you think Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to advise Ryan Garcia to do? Exactly what he's doing. Ryan, number one, you can have another pay-per-view against Rolly Romero and do good numbers, and you will probably do bigger numbers against Rolly Romero than Devin Haney will do going to fight Richardson Hitchens or whoever it is that he's going to fight next, Sandor Martin, any of them. So when you become a world champion and you want to fight Devin Haney in that fight, you'll go in there with much more leverage than you would have if you go straight in there and fight Devin. Correct? Correct. Now, why would anybody think that Oscar De La Hoya, let's talk about Oscar De La Hoya as well, would be willing to feed Ryan Garcia to Devin Haney on DAZN? Right away, he would not. He would say, let's get some more fights. Let's make some more money. Let's develop this fight further along. And let's say also that you have a chance, especially if you win by knockout and you become a world champion, that there's an off chance of you running it back with Gervonta Davis at 140 pounds. And this is what is unfortunate for Devin Haney, that Devin Haney is in a position where Devin Haney may very well get cut out of the picture, at which point in time I will definitely be saying they're cutting out Devin Haney from this picture. And it can be from, number one, the fact that they don't think that Ryan can beat Devin Haney, but also because the money makes sense to do it because there's bigger fights for Ryan Garcia with other fighters. All around, though, I knew that this was going to happen. People that want to say that Devin Haney ducked Ryan Garcia, I don't have a problem necessarily with you saying it because Ryan did say, hey, I'll fight you. Let's do it. I sent this contract to you, and if this fight doesn't happen, it's going to be on you. But that wound up not being the case. It winds up being that Ryan Garcia is the reason it doesn't take place because he gets advised to make something which is probably a bigger business move for him. And he decides that is what he's going to do. So really, I wouldn't necessarily call it a duck because, again, it's a champion fighting a champion and Rolly was there first. But Ryan did say if the fight wasn't going to happen, it was going to be on Devin and not him, and apparently it's not on Devin, it's about him. Unless, of course, there were numbers thrown around where Devin wanted more money than Ryan Garcia thought that Devin was worth. But anyway, that's the case. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.